contributor. I'm probably going to get attacked for that, but I don't give a damn. I think women are a big contributor to that because they accepting this bullshit.
I agree. I agree. Because we can only do what y'all allow us to
now,
do.
when it comes to the scientific placement of this, it's like, okay, there's more women in the world than there is men. Am I correct?
Because we got an interview at the second hour of the show.
I was saying that you want me to go get the other one.
Hello, I'm trying to ask a question.
Little sister got a question, damn it. Now, what was your question again?
Is there, I said on the scientific part of side of the situation.
Oh, you just stepped into my
yeah, that's why I'm asking you. You gotta pay attention.
You just stepped into my shit. Okay.
You got the scientific part of this situation is you have where there is more women in the world than there is men.
Right. Okay, so
does that mean like some people just not gonna be meant to be in a relationship or have a relationship?
So maybe that means that we need to go back to biblical days, like Solomon, as Deron said earlier, and men need multiple wives. Pastor Quinn.
I don't know. I'm selfish. I can't share, so I will not be a part of this concubine situation.
Okay, so look, for those of y'all new to what we do, I'm gonna say this. So it's old to some, new to others.
Right.
Okay, women outnumber men, statistically speaking, 12 to 1. Let's use simple mathematics, 12 to 1. You take into account the number of men who are locked up and or gay.
Uh-huh.
That number shoots up to around 20 to 1. Okay? But for argument's sake, let's just keep it simple and keep it at the 12 to 1 ratio. Mm-hmm. So for every one man, you have 12 women. Now, that means if you take 1 million men, line them up with 1 million women, you still got 11 million women who ain't got no man, right? So what's gonna happen? They're gonna sleep with your man, they're gonna sleep with each other, or do a combination of both. Now, as I've asked before, what's going on in today's society? That's not to say that it's right. That's not to say that it's acceptable. These are numbers and these are facts.
Do you think that aspect plays into it? Why it's becoming
more and more acceptable? Because I've heard a woman. I heard a woman say recently, if a dude is taking care of me, and my check belong to me, do what you need to do. Just bring your ass home. And she was young. She wasn't even an old chick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't ask, don't tell. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we
don't
have.
be. I think a lot of women in general are at a stage where they like, long as you ain't disrespecting me and ain't in my face, do you? I could be wrong. Ladies, tell me what you think, but the numbers say what they say.
I don't think you're gonna get anybody to openly admit that.
Openly admit what? That they...
As long as your man, he cheating or whatever, as long as he don't disrespect me. I don't think anybody gonna openly say that.
To me, I feel like
they're not gonna say it on Facebook because everybody gonna know who they are.
To me, I feel like that's disrespectful, in my opinion.
I mean,
if it's towards me,
that's where the conversation come in at,
right?
That we talked about earlier. See, if you and I start dating, and you and we sitting there, we watching TV, we Netflixing and chilling, right?
Uh-huh.
And you just blurt out, Deron, this is new, and I really don't expect you to cheat on me. Number one, it's gonna catch me off guard because most people don't have that conversation. I'm like, what you talking about, right? But that then opens the door for the conversation. You've told me what you expect.
Right.
A lot of people just assume it. Well, we in a relationship, so you shouldn't.
Right.
Well, ain't nothing to say that. Right. Because you have a whole segment of society that operates on openness in the relationship. Oh, you know what? I'm feeling this dude. I'm feeling this chick. You know what I'm saying? And, you my number one. And I hate to sound crass like this, but their mentality is that 2 through 20 don't matter. Andres, that's all you right there. We was talking about that. But 2 through 20 don't matter. Number one is who. So, you know what? I'm going to go on this date. ABC may happen. But at the end of the day, I love you. Okay, this is how they get out. You can't judge that because that's what works for them. You see what I'm saying? But that don't work for everybody.
Right. See, that's where whenever we talk about anything when it comes to relationships, anything, I think it always just circles right back around to communication. Because if you ain't talking and you ain't saying and you ain't asking and you ain't telling and you ain't mentioning what you want and what works for you, that's how lines get miscued.
That's the reason. That's the number one downfall of most relationships. Like, how many times have you heard a woman say, "Well, he don't talk to me. He don't hear me," or when they talk, he don't listen.
I got to repeat
It's always
my
it's always a problem or a break. There you go. It's always a problem or a breakdown in communication, right? And therein starts the problem. Well, because I'm ignorant, right? If we don't talk about it, if you have a problem with it, I'll tell you. Well, and that includes cheating.
So what happens when you do have a conversation with someone?
And a motherfucker do it anyway.
I'm going based off my own little shit right here. So what happens when you do have a conversation about cheating? It was a conversation. And mind you, at the time, when did we have this conversation? I was in the early 20s, let's just say that. And that conversation is had. Relationship goes on. Then down the line, you start telling me certain things about the relationship where you you never lived on your own, you never been where you had your own spot, and you want to give it a try. So that's automatically giving me a thought that you want to be single.
That's some bullshit, nigga.
So the conversation was,
Were you dating a man or a boy? Lived on his own. And...
Remember, I was in the early 20s.
I know some 40-year-old cats ain't never.
I was in the early 20s. Think about this. I was in the early 20s, but age does not equate maturity. Right. But you have this conversation, and me being the person that I am, I'm like, well, if this is something that you want to do, I can understand that because I have lived on my own. I have been by myself. Me, being the understanding motherfucker, I'm like, is this what you want to do? A rarity of a person that wants to do that. Not a motherfucker that's like, nah, you ain't gonna leave me and you ain't gonna do this and what you doing? You obviously you fucking other business. That's not where I came from. I came from a place of, is this what you want to do? Is this gonna help you? Is this gonna have you grow? Is this gonna do something for you?
Right.
Because I'm like, you...
He said he like Noah. He like to travel in pairs.
You stupid. I was already in a place where I felt like if you can't love or know yourself, how you going to love and know me?
Right.
Already. Yeah, you know.
That's deep. I mean, that's deep right there.
But with all that being said, and all that conversation, and everything that happened, still got motherfucking cheated. So I don't know. Still got cheated on. When I gave you the options and I gave you the conversation and I gave you the chance to say, hey, is this what you really want to do?
I mean, but the reality is that when people had that conversation,
it's not going to stop me from having feelings for you. But if this is something you need to do for yourself, who am I to stop you? But I'd rather you tell me and communicate with me than decide to make a stupid ass choice.
Right.
Because you not getting fulfilled somewhere in a relationship somehow, and you do that, and then you expect me to be okay with this shit.
Right.
Well, I want to get y'all.
Oh, this ain't nothing. Cheating ain't nothing. Oh, okay. Cheating is something you by your motherfucking self.
I want to get y'all opinion on this meme because it goes hand in hand with cheating and simp niggas. It says a real man will stay with his chick even if she's pregnant by the side nigga.
Yeah, so somebody created that because they stupid and they living this life.
Are we really going to talk about that, though? I mean, do we really need to talk about that?
That falls hand in hand with this.
No, what I'm saying is that...
Because she could be a good woman, she just got pregnant by the side nigga.
No.
Yeah, nah, bullshit.
No.
Because
and
men...
of course, I'm being facetious when I say, are we going to talk about this? Because that's something that really don't need no conversation.
Right.
I'm out the door. However, there have been a lot of women who have stayed with men who have had babies while in a relationship.
And those are the motherfuckers that are accepting this side hoe, or you give me Monday through Friday and she got the weekend. Sizzle.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Sizzle? See you joined in.
What up?
Sis, what's good?
Uh,
Did you just do the love?
yeah.
It's been a while since she done it.
I haven't done it in a while. Mr. Frank Honduras said me and my wife is sitting here.
Hondo, what's good?
He said his battery's going dead. He got to switch to the iPhone.
Hey, there you go. See, iPhone battery gonna last. We having that conversation. Did you hear me give you credit for your little saying though?
Man.
You know?
But I know you told Pastor Quinn, because I was listening to it while I was in traffic, about this other pastor.
No, we mentioned it, but we didn't say nothing.
I know.
We was waiting for you to present this foolishness.
So Pastor Quinn, this gentleman named Elder Tucker, sent a DM to a young lady. Said, "Evening, beautiful."
My mom was explain to her what a DM is.
A direct message, like an instant message,
pretty much like a text through
on
Facebook.
Right.
It says, "Evening, beautiful. For those of us who are fans but don't live in Chicago and can't book you, how can I get pictures or videos of both of you naked and at what cost?"
Both of who?
So this clown,
her and her friend.
So this clown's propositioning a prostitute and he a minister.
Now the thing is,
Mary passed.
Yeah, exactly, because he got a picture of him and his wife.
And
she screenshot that. Then she went on and screenshot the front of his page that says Elder Tucker, in parentheses, Pastor Tucker.
See?
Wow.
I've noticed this a lot. You got men, simps, boys, whatever. They send all these messages in the female's DM. And then the female screenshot it and then put it all over social media.
Do you not know this is the age of petty?
As hell.
Mama, on the blast. Now y'all know me. I put a person on blast, but I ain't gonna.
You do it, but see
I
here's
still
the
do
difference.
it in a way where I'm classy.
She did. It seemed to me like she did it after the first reach out. Like you'll do it after you done curved the nigga and he keep coming.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, let me tell you why that don't shock me. Right. Because I have a friend. First family member, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
She been propositioned by a minister, married minister, and she was like, dude, really? You know what I'm saying? You know. So I mean, you know, all I'm gonna say is this: people, don't lose sight of the fact that these are still men. Don't put them up on a pedestal, and don't put them above doing dumb shit.
Right. Yeah.
Because
trying to psych people out because it's with the Lord. Don't be using the
Lord
Lord's name
want me
for
to
your
lay
dirty.
hands on you, girl. Come here.
Yeah, for your dirty.
Man, I'm here to tell you, if your wife goes to church every week and she's sitting on that front row
with the pastor's wife,
every week, she's messing with Deacon Dickum down.
Deacon
down.
Or Pastor Hardcock. I'm just saying.
You going there?
I'm going to hell, but you got
Mama, the thoughts and views of
I'm going to hell, but you got Deacon down.
Deacon down.
I'm just saying.
You know, these cats are not above reproach, and I mean, but look, no shade, but the Catholic Church then I already showed you. You know what I'm saying?
Catholic Church said, well, okay, we gonna kick the ones that have more than one boy. But as long as they have one boy, they can still preach.
Horrible. So your mom said, nothing new. It's done on the low all the time. I've had them come at me and graciously put them in their place. That's right. She said graciously.
Who said that?
My mama.
Put them in their place.
Yeah. Well, see, people put their pastors on this pedestal.
I don't know
why. They do.
And they forgetting that they're human.
No.
Because my question to you, with your first family member, even though the pastor kept coming at her, did she continue to go to his church?
Nah. As a matter of fact, they put her out the church, but that's a whole nother story. You know,
the devil is a liar.
and before
You can't come to this motherfucker no more.
Before we go any further, let me ask you a question. Do you like originality?
Yes.
Do you like affordability?
Of course.
Then you love the Lost and Found Boutique. Original urban gear at an affordable price. The Lost and Found Boutique. Like them on Facebook or check them out online at www.lostandfoundboutique.com. That's www.lostandfoundboutique.com. The Lost and Found Boutique. Dare to be different and discover what you've been missing.
Lost and found.
So, back to the question. Well, as a matter of fact, no. We got about 10 more minutes. At the top of the hour, before we kick, whenever before the interview kicks off, whenever that's gonna be, at the top of the hour, we're gonna read the letter that you sent me about the fat shaming.
Oh my goodness.
Right now, while we got people paying attention, you want to go and give them that Black History fact, see if they can answer?
Okay, so here's the demo. And we didn't talk about what the dollar amount was gonna be, but you all gonna get a gift card. It's gonna be $50 or $100, one of the two. And $50 off your meal, $100 off your meal, whatever.
Something.
And it's gonna be to somewhere nice. You know, it ain't gonna be like to Applebee's or no shit.
Hey, fucking White Castle do something every year.
But yeah, so David gonna drop the Black History fact on y'all. Pays attention. And the first person to answer it correctly will win the gift card to, like, I mean, where we gonna send them at? To the Cheesecake Factory, Bonefish,
Cheesecake Factory. Everybody likes cheesecake.
Everybody like the Cheesecake Factory. So,
Cheesecake Factory.
Grand Luck, same thing.
There you go, same shit. So here you go, David.
So are we giving the radio listeners a chance as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so check
radio
it out.
listeners call in.
Okay, so here you go. So for the Facebook family, y'all know. I hope your fingers are typing. You know,
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
For the for the radio listeners, in order for you to call in, the number is 855-411-WZON. It's 855-411-9966.
He said that really quick, so yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Hope y'all.
Well, they should know the number.
They should know it. I mean, I read it every week.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
they
saying?
don't know.
Okay.
Then it's a catastrophe.
The first black lawyer. This guy was the first black man to become a lawyer when he passed the bar in Ohio in 1854, when he was elected to the post of town clerk for Brownhelm, Ohio in 1855. This person became one of the first African Americans ever elected to public office in America. Who is it?
There you go, family.
I don't know.
There you go. Get your life in order. Figure this out.
Definitely, too, when we come back, are we taking a music break?
We are about to pull the ride away from the station so I can come back. And
I definitely got one thing I want to talk about, which I think it was an actual conversation between a side chick and her dude.
Ooh, okay.
Are you talking about the one you told me about?
Yes.
Cause I see that somebody sent it to me.
Yeah.
After you told me.
It's about to get real around here, people. It's the Rhythm Ride with Deron, David, and Michelle right here on WZON Radio, your new choice for radio, where anything can happen. So let's get it, family. Anything. Ooh,
Man, somebody, because I think like 2 days later, a day later, somebody sent it to
You
me.
gonna meet me on the roof tonight?
Look at that. She trying to.
Surprise for you. What you say?
See, if y'all had y'all shit together, y'all can meet her on the roof tonight.
Yo, I was reading this. This dude said, why y'all females don't like opening up to a nigga? This chick said, most dudes won't know what to say when it really comes down to it. And I don't have time to pour my heart out to get that's wow as a reply.
Nikita, what's good? I see you, girl.
Damn, CPS jumped on this shit early. CPS done cancel school tomorrow.
Oh, the snowstorm.
I ain't mad at it.
Now what'll be jacked up is if we don't get a lick of snow.
Right. Nah.
You know what I didn't do this year that I did last year? My Black History non-fat.
Yeah.
Might jump on that next year. I mean, next week.
Let me see what we got. What IG talking about?
Oh, and I found this other meme that I really like. I'm finna post that shit. It said relationships are like a walk in the park. Jurassic Park.
Ain't that a bitch?
Oh, Nikita Harris got it.
She got it?
Nikita Harris got it.
Already?
Man, she won tickets to the little rap joint, and now she about to go take somebody to dinner.
Nikita, you want everything, girl.
You just a winning motherfucker.
John Mercer Langston. See, that's somebody that know her shit. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
She a rich South alum.
Well, I'm just, you got people out here, they know all the white man history.
Yes, we are getting another storm.
And be pro-black as hell.
Pastor Quinn said, Macon beat Allen.
She said who?
Rodney what?
Macon.
Oh.
Macon beat Allen.
Who was that?
I don't know. Whoever her best answer was.
Sorry, Pastor Quinn, I wasn't wrong. See, at the other station, Pastor Quinn used to get them right.
Right.
When we used to do it.
Shit, the other station, it was just really her and Ross answering the question.
Yeah.
Mom, you got.
This is true.
You got competition now.
Yeah, sorry. But yes.
But Pastor Quinn, I'm gonna need you to log off when we do this letter.
She ain't gonna log off.
Log off for about 10 minutes while we do this letter.
Cause I can't wait to get it on.
Now I want to know on the computer. It's not the Facebook the comments not updating. They were.
Yeah, stop.
I guess I ain't talking. I'm just talking about the motherfucker.
Hey, you went straight into it.
Y'all gotta excuse me. When I do good shit, I get excited. Wow.
Okay, you ready?
Wow. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. Don't ask no questions you don't want no answers to. Just kill your life.
Kill you.
Love you every day.
Wow.
First of all, I want to be an actress.
Wow.
That is some funny shit.
Don't you love no more?
I gotta say that was funny.
You pull this right up. My goodness.
And also to add on to that Black History fact, John Mercer Langston was the great uncle of the famous Langston Hughes.
I'm about to say, yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. Oh. Breaking news. It's not.
You gonna do it? You gonna do it right.
Breaking news, nigga. That's how you want me to say.
Breaking news, nigga. We got some breaking news.
A Wisconsin company throws a party to implant microchips in their employees. It's beginning.
The end of the world.
It's beginning.
It's the end of the world
What the
as
heck?
we know it.
I swear.
Oh man.
Loving you every day.
Negative. I will not be implanted shit. I guess I won't have a job. Because I'll be damned.
We not finna do none of that market of beast shit.
Man.
Man, I kind of did that.
So when you quit, do they take the chip out?
Right. Oh, we don't need our chip back, B.
Right. Like, what was that movie where he was taking the things out? Oh, people. I can't think.
Love you every day. Don't you love no more? Love without a limit.
Nikita Harris said her daughter is pre-law and her son's a finance lawyer. So she know. Pastor Quinn said, I'm happy for Nikita.
That's Rich South alum right there.
She said, both my babies are African-American lawyers.
That's what I'm talking about.
We happy to
That
have.
snapper was good, huh? You
Man,
fucked
what?
up.
I got another one in the freezer. What
What
would you say? This motherfucker loud. Shit. I'm coming back at you, fam. It's the Rhythm Ride with Deron David and Michelle. So don't call in. Don't nobody else answer. Nikita Harris then shut it down. She answered the question correctly, like 5 seconds after David finished talking about it.
Right. And
So-
the answer is John Mercer Langston.
Exactly.
The great uncle of Langston Hughes.
Right. So, Nikita Harris, congratulations. I will be meeting with you expeditiously.
Yeah. So you
And if
can
you
get
ain't,
your,
if you don't have
So-
anybody to take, I love to eat.
fat.
Fact, nigga. Fact.
He hungry.
So,
As Tyrese would say, that's a factual fact.
ain't that something?
Wow.
All right, so let's get into this this joint that David forwarded.
Now is this a letter
It's
or
They
or
sent it to me.
it's a form of niggatry.
They sent it. It's a form of niggatry.
Okay, let's
It
just
was-
call it that.
It was sent to me.
Okay, and like I
Okay.
say, when they send David stuff instead of me,
Yeah.
I could get 12 letters this week. If they send David one, we reading David.
Yeah, that's true. It should
You know
be
what
off
I'm
the
saying?
chain. Okay.
So-
Let's see.
The title says, if a fat woman wants to have sex with you, have sex with her, explanation points. So, okay, according to the letter, and the letter does, the name has been scratched out, so we don't even know what dumb motherfucker wrote this. So it says, listen up, men. If a fat woman approaches you and wants to have sex with you, have sex with her. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. First of all, you should be fucking honored as shit to have the opportunity to have sex with a big, beautiful goddess. More importantly, you have to oblige, as she says, because if you say no, you are actively oppressing her with your bullshit, ridiculous standards of beauty. And let's face it, what you think is beautiful doesn't matter because she can be as fat as she wants. It's her body, not yours. By oppressing her with your fatophobic bullshit thoughts, you are likely going to be triggering her and thus violating her and her identity. And by violating her and her identity so viciously like that, you are in fact committing rape. And then they got like a bunch of hashtags at the end of this shit.
Hashtag fat pride. Hashtag fatophobic. Hashtag rape culture. Hashtag social justice. Hashtag fat acceptance. God damn it. Fuck you fat people. God damn. I did this shit before. Pastor Quinn had to get on me.
Are we going into
Yeah,
a rant with this?
gone. Because
What
that
the
shit
hell?
right there.
That's what I said.
Look
Can
here.
I say something real quick
Okay,
before
go
you
ahead.
go into
Go
your
ahead.
rant?
Because I'm
First
going to
of
rant on my
all,
daughter for calling me during the show.
I hate this generation because everything is a damn phobic. Okay, stop trying to be included in shit. It's Black Lives Matter, not all lives matter, and blue lives matter, and white lives matter, and we lives matter. No.
Fat
Now you're
lives
trying to
matter.
just stab. Now now it's that shit too. Okay, what the hell? Just cause Drake said he liked his women BBW, nobody told your ass to go on a rant about sleeping with fat women because if they say you can or if they approach you. That's by choice. And that shit don't even make sense. Like, why did you even read that? That my stomach hurt. That shit is retarded.
Because right now we in a culture, you can't, if you say, well, no, I don't want to date a gay person, you
homophobic.
You homophobic.
So
if you
now
say
if you
I
don't want
don't
to date a fat person, you fatophobic?
If you say I don't want to date a black person, you racist. If you say I don't want to date a fat person, you fatophobic. God damn, what the hell kind of... So if a gay person here want to date me and a fat person here want to date me, if I choose one or the other, I'm hating on the other one. What? Look here.
You know where you would have a dilemma?
Ready?
Yeah.
You know where you... Real quick. You know where you have a dilemma? If you got a fat girl right here, fat girl right here, but she dark skinned, she light skinned, you just all the way around fuck. Go.
Now, listen here, fatty McFats.
Oh, Lord.
Fucking bitches out here looking like a fucking Michelin man, and I'm supposed to date that shit? Look here, we don't like our clothes wrinkled and folded. We don't like our face wrinkled and folded, so why would I want your fat fucking ass wrinkled and folded? Look, if I don't want to date a fat fucker, I shouldn't have to date a fat fucker. Do y'all know the difference between a fat man and a fat woman?
No.
A fat man knows he is fat. A fat woman comes with all these colorful euphemisms. A lot more to live, a lot more to love. Big and beautiful, healthy. Bitch ain't shit.
I'm just
healthy.
big boned.
Big boned.
I haven't seen them dig up no big bones ever in life.
Archaeologists up here digging up bones and shit. Oh, look at these big bones. This must have been a fat person. No, goddamn it.
Unless you a dinosaur.
So I'm look here. I have nothing against fat people. Literally.
Why?
I don't touch it. Literally. I don't.
Why don't you?
Because this shit is, hey, if you want to be fat, be fat. But stop complaining about being fat or whatever you subjected my fucking eyes to. Monique, because we're talking about this bitch again, she told all these people to sit up here and be proud that you fat, but the fat fucker tried to lose weight. So, if you're a fat fucker, embrace being a fat fucker. If you don't want to be a fat fucker, lose some weight. I'm fat as fuck. I know I'm fat as fuck, and when you don't hear me complaining about being fat as fuck and fine filth, goddammit. This, look,
but you not fat. You just big boned.
That's bullshit. A man
healthy.
knows he's fat.
You just healthy.
A man knows he's fat. See, we can talk about fat men all day, but as soon as you talk about a fat whore, now you're oppressing me. No, okay. So the person that read this,
why she gotta be a whore though? Why she just can't be fat?
Because I'm committing rape since I'm not fucking this fat whore.
Yeah, that's the
part
part
don't make no
So
sense.
how am I violating her? So now I can't like what I want. So if I see a female that I like and I see this fat fucker, I'm gonna talk to this fat fucker. Why? The only time that fat women are good to be around is around the time we in now, because you get extra warm.
Damn.
Yo, ass.
And it's tax time.
You say it's tax time. What if you in a warm weather state?
Okay. If I hold my arm like this for 30 minutes, it's gonna be sweating and stinking.
Right.
So these fat fucking foes, and you raise them up. Tell me that shit ain't sweating and stinking. I'm just saying. And so you in Miami, fat people shouldn't be in Miami. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
Yo, this fool took this shit.
Fat people can't go to Miami, B.
They should. Whenever it's now, if you lived in Alaska, it's okay to be fat. You got the extra fat foes.
My bad, people.
That was
But
not the intro.
Shit happens.
See, Mahari Davis just jumped on. I want to know what you think, Mahari. Do you think that a man should date a fat fucker if a fat fucker want to date him?
Well, see, he can't date nobody fat, because if he do, they gonna be walking around here looking like the number 10. He a little dude.
But they don't. They say you should be proud that somebody fat want to date you.
Look here,
But
man.
that's kind of weird.
All,
Okay, you want my perspective as a woman?
Yeah, because I think a woman wrote that shit.
Oh yeah, it sounds like it.
I'm gonna tell you why. The only reason I don't think it came from a woman, because a woman would say a big woman. Because you can't use the word fat, even though fat is a medical term. Fat is what's on that damn bone, on that damn steak that they eat. Fat is what's clogging up their arteries. Fat is egg.
Whoa, damn.
Five.
I don't know if Ed came back on, but shit.
And that's from that shit he said last week.
He did kind of come for your head, though, B.
So, yeah. Damn, you made me lose train of thought, Cross.
Your point of view.
Horrible.
As a woman.
So, as a woman, I've dated guys that were, I guess you would consider fat. But I don't know. I guess for a woman, you don't look at, like we was having a conversation earlier. I mean, I do see it. I'm not blind. But as a person, like, he kept himself up. He kept himself clean.
He wasn't sloppy.
He wasn't sloppy fat. I should say that. Let me say that.
Okay.
So, where he just didn't care and he eating all types of shit all throughout the day. No, it wasn't like that.
Got sauce hanging from the side of his mouth.
Right. Nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Looking like KRS too.
But then I've had some men approach me that are bigger, and I'm just like, dude. And at the time when I was really heavy in the gym, I'm like, do you want to work out? Nah, I don't need to do all that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, nah. But I bet y'all, if I ask your ass to go to the buffet, you all in there.
So I don't know. To each his own. I know I'm fat as hell. Mentally, because I be hungry.
I was about to say, ain't shit about you fat.
Did you see my post the other day when I was like, good morning, except for?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
So,
Because you eat like a fat girl, but you don't gain no weight.
I mean, I have, but
you probably got all kind of women hating on you. How this bitch eat up here and she eat all
every
this
show.
and
She eat cheeseburgers and fries.
And I'm over here looking like Miss I'm over here looking like Miss Piggy.
I'm over here breathing hard. What I want to know
what's funny is though, but see, for me, I don't just eat all of this shit all the time. Right. Most of the time, they even know I cook. I make my own food.
Man, Cheryl bought me some food. What was that, 2 weeks ago?
I started doing more vegan options and eating greens and stuff like that. So it's not like I always constantly eat this shit. Did you leave the door
unlocked when you came in here?
No.
Like some people always constantly eating this shit. Like what was the movie? Super Size Me. When dude was eating McDonald's every day. 3 meals a day. No. And then for me, I only eat maybe twice a day. I don't eat that much. So I don't know if that makes a difference. But
let's get to.
But I know there's people that are big and they still eat healthy, but it could be due to thyroid or.
There are a lot of situations
where they can't control.
There are a lot of situations. Here's what
I shouldn't be forced to date them.
Here's what I want to.
And you shouldn't be if you.
What the fuck are you talking about? That's rape.
Me too. I don't even want to address it
because I don't want to be with your ass. That's rape, and it might not. Why does it have to be my bullshit ideologies and views? It's just my preference. Like, I'm a big dude, right? Mm-hmm. Fuck, I want a big woman for. I mean, what we gonna talk about other than the workout tape? Let me and you know what I'm saying?
Who said other than the workout tape?
What the fuck, man? I mean, come on,
man.
But you know what? But you know what? See, okay, because people be like, oh, you know, fat women are pretty in the face, fat women are jolly, and all this other shit. Well, but you don't never hear women say, well, you know, niggas with little dicks, you know, they friendly, or
he got a he got a nice personality,
or broke niggas, man, you know, they treat you good.
Yeah.
They will, because they need somewhere to stay.
It is tax time. You know what I mean? And see, let's get over this. A big, beautiful goddess. Just because you big, don't mean you're beautiful. And see, I have a problem with the whole BBW because that term is too broad.
BBW meant body built wrong.
Because my thing with that is, for me, a BBW is not what maybe some. I think a BBW is curvaceous. You know, she got some curves. She not built like a wheelbarrow. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's also true.
She don't look like a line. She don't look like an offensive lineman.
Because you can have a woman that's
and then
fat
see, that's another thing.
and say, nah,
you got women.
thick.
You got women
nah,
be like,
nah.
oh, I'm thick. Be like, nah, you a biscuit away from popping up out that motherfucker.
A biscuit, a Popeye's biscuit.
You a biscuit away from popping up out that joint. So
this might be our most hated joke.
Sizzle said, what is it when you don't want to date an ugly person?
I guess you ugly shaming. You
Shallow.
ugly phobia.
Dave Allen said,
Shallow?
problem is people make a decision and feel the need to explain it. It's just my decision. Exactly.
See, I hate the society we live in because everybody feels a need to throw a hashtag up there, and if you don't like or agree with their view, then it's a problem. It's a problem. Oh, you don't want to date somebody that's not attractive. Oh, you ugly shaming. You not looking at the inner beauty. Ain't nobody never been attracted to a motherfucker's inner beauty. It's some people that I have found out, like, it's some people, they be like, when I was single, or even now that I'm married, motherfucker be like, man, she real nice. I be like, you know what? I wouldn't take the time to get to know her because she scans small children. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't know how good of how nice of a personality she, because I wouldn't be entertaining her like that. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
Here's the thing. People need to realize that maybe you not for everybody.
You shouldn't be for everybody.
Accept who is for you and move the fuck along. It's really just that simple.
It really is just that simple. But in today's society, you got to play into this group. You got to play into this group. You got to play into this group. And if you don't like them, something wrong with you.
Now here's what I don't like. Here's what I can't stand. Is that when you get, and it's on the both sides, men and women. And for those of y'all new to the show, we bunny trail all over the place. We still gonna talk about whether or not infidelity is acceptable in today's society. However, this is what I don't like. When you have a fat dude or a fat woman, and like when you hear a fat woman, she won't give a heavy set dude the time of day. She wants the dude that's in shape and, look like he should be on modeling calendars. Well, my question is, what the fuck you think he want with you? Or you get the dude that just want the petite chick, right? But he built like 3 houses. He built like a 3-flat.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
And it seems like when it comes to that too, it's a double standard.
Yeah.
Some men feel like, well, I ain't gotta look good. I'm a man, but she gotta like me. But if she don't look how I want her to look,
right,
that is contradictory.
You walking around looking like Snuffleupagus, and you looking for the calendar model.
But that's what. But you know what? But see, you got these.
I just dated myself too. Sesame Street Snuffleupagus. I'm old.
Oh, I know who that is. Look, I know who that is. You good? You all right?
Okay. But see, you got these men. I'm gonna tell you why you see a fat ass guy or ugly ass guy with a nice ass chick. Cause they spending out that bread.
They're getting up that cheddar.
Yeah.
It's not because he got a good attitude. He got a nice personality.
Very few. Very, very few. But for the most part, yeah, I ain't giving up that bread. She get whatever she want.
I'll have to agree.
I've seen some stuff that I've questioned, and I'd be like, oh, okay.
I'd have to agree.
But now you gotta ask
single as a dollar bill.
Now you gotta ask a woman, because if a woman, women out there, if you are 120, 130, 150, 160 or whatever, and you got this dude that's 400 pounds, 450, are you willing to let him lay up on you?
How?
For money.
How, Sway? How?
First of all, if I'm like 160.
Wow.
And
who said what?
Sizzle said, man, look, I dated a fat dude who told me if I gained too much weight, there was going to be a problem.
I know you lying, Sid. First of all, let me just say this. Sizzle just jumped in on the show. If you all have not heard Sizzle's show, the Monday Mingle Cafe, you're doing yourself an injustice. Every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. right here on WZONradio.com. She does her thing. I was listening to her in the gym, and I'm all hip hop. when I'm in the gym because I
Right.
got to be in my mindset. But Sizzle had me doing my thing, so I appreciate you for that. So check her out. If you went to the Grown and Sexy, you're going to have to check it out. And Sizzle, that dude was a straight clown.
Sizzle said I bite my tongue, but Nikita Harris said he paying like he's weighing.
Wow.
Nikita used to be a pimp. That's what pimp say.
What you mean used to be? I think she still got a couple
That's what pimp say. You gotta pay like you weight.
Okay, I'm around 160, 165. I know it don't look like it, but whatever. So, I'm dating a 400-pound. First of all, we can't do a damn thing. First of all, I'm about to be some real ignorant stuff right now. First of all, can I find it? That's the first question.
Hello.
Second of all, how we doing this?
Hey, I'm gonna mess this up.
How
Mide-Ayo?
How we doing
M-I-D-E-A-Y-O?
I don't know who you.
Madeo. I don't know.
Was M-I-D-E space A-Y-O.
How we?
Hey, sweetheart, how you doing?
How you doing? Appreciate you for tuning in and checking us out. Share the page if you like it. Please come back.
Oh, that's old dude. What up, girl?
Oh, dude? Oh, okay. What's up?
Oh, okay. So now, did y'all hear about this story that has went viral? This grown ass 40-something-year-old man allowing a 6-year-old girl to give him a blowjob.
What in the hell? What?
You know what? My daughter. Okay, my daughter showed it to my wife, and my wife was like, "Have you seen this? I don't want to see no shit like that because I'm gonna want to do something."
Right.
You know
Say what?
Yeah.
Somebody told me about it. I've seen the news story on it. I've not seen the video.
Yeah.
Nah,
and it went viral. Over 1 million people have seen it. Matter of fact, this video is so bad. They put out now.
Why is it
if you
still
have
out?
it, they trying to shut it down everywhere. But the police said if you have it, you will get charged with child pornography.
Good. You need to, because my thing is this: 1 million motherfuckers didn't watched it. Don't nobody know who this dude is?
Oh, they called him. He's in jail.
Okay, good.
But his wife hit him, and the girl is the wife's daughter.
You bullshit.
Yes, she's in jail now for aiding and abetting.
She need her ass whooped.
Both of them do.
Yeah. Now he needs to die.
Yeah.
She needs to get fucked up, but he needs to die. Yeah. Crimes against kids.
Sister said the same thing. He should die. Yeah.
That don't make no damn sense.
Because see, that's the reason why I'm glad that I don't have no baby mama situation, because fuck with my kids and I don't have no problem doing time.
This is why also another situation for me where, societal norms always put you in the pressure mindset for me being a female. Oh, when you gonna settle down, have kids? When you gonna have kids? When you gonna have kids? And I'm just like, have you not seen this motherfucking world?
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Living here,
being a parent of 3 young adults, especially now. I mean, you worry about your kids when they older, but you never stop worrying.
Right.
And with the state of the world and society, you're constantly worried about something.
Yeah, yes. Nah, I don't have time.
You know what I'm saying? You constantly worried about something.
I can't do it.
I'm just saying, you mess with my kids. If you don't kill me, your family gonna have that long limo ride. Y'all gonna be eating chicken and cake.
Man,
I'm just saying.
Your mama gonna need
slow singing and flower.
Mama gonna need a new black dress. Real talk.
That's crazy.
Cause I'm sorry.
These motherfuckers out here is nasty. Now,
do what you want, say what you want about me. But as soon as you come to the kids, I'm killing you.
Now, what's crazy is you made me think of this article I saved on here. Remember we talked about the sex dolls. They tried to implement this. They have the sex dolls that look like kids.
Come on.
Yeah, Nikita Harris said people. I seen that. Okay, real quick. Nikita Harris said people still asking to see the video. But the sex doll...
Why would you want to see that?
Why would you want to see it? It's the question.
The sex doll that you're talking about, they trying to get this doll out
to prevent child molestation by pedophiles.
Yes. I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And the bad thing about it is Democrats are the ones that's pushing this shit.
Why are you coddling this shit? This shit sound like work. Why are you coddling this shit? Why are you coddling? Why are you feeding into this?
Why, Sway?
The crimes against children need to even be harsher anyway, in my opinion. But
I think if you commit a crime against a child, you should be tried and convicted as if you committed murder.
I definitely agree with you, because it's just horrible. It's just a bad situation. But yeah, I did come across that article, and
did y'all see the story where the young man on signing day,
where his mama got up and
his
walked
mama
away?
And grandmama.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. You didn't think to tell them when you saw them putting on them Alabama sweatshirts that
Alabama and Tennessee.
You might not want to wear that.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what my opinion is.
What up, man?
Ain't
nothing to it. We have our guest in the house, people. So what we gonna end up doing is we gonna let them set up. You know what I'm saying? We gonna continue the conversation with Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. We're gonna go to a little musical selection, and we're gonna come back with an interview with the writer, the screenwriter, the actor, the producer, Mr. Mark Howard.
I'm gonna talk to him because I'm gonna need him to help me out with my advanced media writing. I'm about to get with you, bro.
It's the Rhythm Ride with Deron David and Michelle right here on WZON Radio, family. Let's get it.
But with this young lady, what I think happened was she the other schools probably offered her money.
Straight through here to the left. It's gonna be on your left. So you go to the right, you're gonna be in the line.
I think the other schools offered her money, and she probably didn't tell her son. But see, this should have been a joyous day for the son and a proud day for the mother.
Because it ain't about
the boy that got signed.
Yeah. The boy that went to Florida instead of Alabama.
Yeah, she
Alabama.
had on the Alabama
He got on the red suit and everything.
She had on an Alabama sweater and a Texas.
Tennessee hat.
Tennessee hat.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she got up. She came back.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter if she came back. But this is the second time that this has happened. Landon Collins' mother did that. When picked this school.
My thing is this, man. You should just be happy that if we have a black child going to a university period instead of the penitentiary, we should be celebrating.
But also, why is she mad? They from Florida, so because that's also considering
more than likely the other schools
state.
More than likely the other schools to offer her money.
I think Escambia is in Mississippi though. I could be wrong because I know they have a right not too far from where Deborah was raised. Is
they from Florida. They from Florida. They from Florida.
But you know, a lot of people down south, man. Let me tell you something, man. Them Alabama fans are serious. Like my girl Sheena, the AKA, we tight. Like we call ourselves Bonnie and Clyde. And like when I was fucking with her about Alabama possibly losing the national championship game, and she like cut off communication with me to the end of the game.
I'm just saying, but see, as parents, first question I would ask the mother is how much money did you put to the side?
How you doing? Nice to meet you, Michelle.
David. Nice to meet you. The first question I would ask is how much money did you put to the side for these young men to go to school? That's question number one.
Okay, let's see how that worked.
Question number two. Did you see the video, Shells?
Yeah.
Can y'all tell me the one thing that was missing in that entire video?
The father.
The father.
Yeah,
no dad.
Father. The uncle was there, but the father wasn't there.
No dad.
I mean.
So now what's going to happen is this young man, if he make it to the league, not only is he going to take care of mama, grandma, but the other two disrespectful ass girls that was there while they all talking. Grandma talked to the other two disrespectful girls while he's giving his interview. Yeah. He's going to take care of all them.
Probably.
Man.
But nobody sees that as being a problem.
Of course not. I don't know. And of course, you know, the guy was going to talk about, see you, your choice, and somebody got up there. Who was that? Like, dude.
That wasn't bad. Man, look, I be jocking myself a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The problem with our community, especially with a lot of our women, is the son has to become the man, the good man that she couldn't pick in this.
Even when he's not mentally, emotionally, or physically ready to do so. Yeah. How many times have you heard a motherfucker tell a 10, 11, 12-year-old child, you're the man of the house now? No, bullshit. You still a boy.
Right.
You still a boy. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, I mean, you know, we need to get that shit up. So, Mark, all right, so check it out. We just gonna keep it loose. We just gonna rap to you.
Yeah. Do what you do.
Yeah, you know, we just gonna talk to you, have you introduce yourself to the family, the radio side, and Facebook, and Instagram, YouTube, and basically before we ask you questions, I'm gonna let you tell us what it is that you got going on. Okay, and then from there, you know, we can just roll the questions from there, however it is. All right, how you been, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm trying to stay warm, you know.
Right.
Bracing for this.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
Good thing I gotta go to work tomorrow because CPS is closed. So.
Yeah, I ain't.
Dave Allen said, "Does she have life insurance on this board while she mad?" Probably not.
Probably not.
Life insurance? Probably not.
You know, but I mean, black people. I mean, in general, and I gotta talk to the black people because I ain't never been white or Hispanic. Black people, as a whole, we got our priorities fucked up and mixed up because we won't have insurance, or we won't have our kids on an insurance plan. But I mean, we'll be quick to be like, set up a GoFundMe and shit.
Oh, yeah.
GoFundMe is the new insurance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If that ain't the biggest crock of shit, I don't know what is. Thank you. I tried to do a little.
What are
something.
you doing?
I'm trying to go there. That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have people like, yo, son, how much you charge to come do this party?
That's what Sizzle said. Sizzle said, "GoFundMe at the ready."
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, we do dumb shit, but they'll have 4 pairs of Jordans in the closet, or more. You know what I'm saying? Sneaker game on lock. You know what I'm saying?
Bunch of gold
but
in
don't fuck around and die because we don't know what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. This is true.
Well, you see the meme I showed you. They got the girl. She got her legs behind her
Now,
leg.
I looked at
She
that
said
picture.
that's to pay rent.
First
She
of all-
looked like a teenager.
First of all, let's understand this. I
She look young
do
as hell.
I do the weave position, but I'm not paying no car note or no rent. I don't give a fuck.
Shit, weed costs more than those too.
That's what I was saying. I was
Yes.
like, that would seem to be like the money shot right there. You know what I'm saying?
The most expensive.
Yeah.
Shit is
But that's just like the
$300-$400.
one we saw before when the lady was like.
I can't do it. I got $50 on the weed.
But what you say before?
You can get one bundle with $50.
That's a cheap
I got 50 on the weed, B.
But you got.
That's why when my
bundle.
wife and daughter go shopping for shit like that, I don't even go with them. I don't want to know what the shit costs.
Right.
Because number one, I'm hair deficient. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? I embrace who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Dave, they ain't even getting insurance on the iPhone.
Look,
They ain't getting
I
that on
embrace
iPhone.
my natural.
Right. I embrace my once great region of hair. That's the only episode of Seinfeld I've ever seen.
But what you tell me
You
to-
said that shit. I said, oh, I'm using it.
What you told me before? Oh, he's like, oh, girl said, well, I'm gonna get this bundle, and I just put something on the lights.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah. I mean, so your hair gonna be on fleek while you in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody see your hair because you in the dark.
I've been waiting to light these candles anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, family, we back at y'all. Hope you like that little impromptu blend mix that I put together for you. That I've been doing my thing all day. It's the Rhythm Ride with Deron, David, and Michelle.
Yeah.
We have a guest sitting in with us. We have Mr. Mark Howard, a screenwriter, playwright, actor, producer. He's doing his thing. And he wants to share his latest and greatest project with us. So, Mark, why don't you introduce yourself to the family? Let us know what
Say
you got
hello
going
to
on,
the
brother.
people.
Say hello to the people.
Well, good evening, everybody. This is a first for me. I want to thank Deron, David, and Michelle for this opportunity. I'm an inspiring filmmaker. By night, I'm a CPS teacher by day. Especially happy today because school will be closed tomorrow. It snowed out.
I know, I just read that.
Yeah, so it's going to be a happy Howard household. But basically, I did a short film. I call it a docu-dramedy. So it's like a docu-drama comedy. Drama, yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's basically about my family, which is something I can do because during the school year, I don't get that much time to really kind of stop and write and film. So I just kind of picked up my camera and just, let loose and just, it's pretty authentic. The goal I have for it is to submit it to festivals, kind of get a little name for it. I'm promoting it now to kind of get a push to get people to go on my Facebook page. You can actually go to my website, which is midnightpictures.wix.com/Mark Howard, and it'll show you a trailer.
Okay.
And ultimately, I want to get out of the classroom as a CPS teacher. And my dream is to, make films and just change the way, we're seen on screen and television.
Man.
So I think one of the things that a good start was to kind of show the traditional family with the father and mother, and it's particularly rare for a black family with the father and mother at home together.
Right.
So, and that's really something I'm trying to push. Not that single households or single father, single mother is a bad thing. I grew up in a single household. My mom raised me and my sister, but one thing I want to show when I got my family, I just want to kind of show a different
Change the
perspective.
narrative a little bit.
Right.
That's definitely not, in film and television as much.
Right.
Okay.
So that's where we are.
All right.
Now,
All right.
okay, because I'm gonna interview these people. I'm in school now for media communication, and that you were talking about fathers in the household. You
Right.
grew up without a father, so I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna ask some of the questions that I'm gonna relate to them when I do my interview. So you not having a father in the household, was he in your life?
No, I never met him. Actually, when I was a kid, I used to tell my friends he was dead because I didn't know. And my mom, I guess she was like, "Oh, okay, that's easy to explain. Yeah, he did." So, so I never had any sort of ill feeling toward him because I never knew him.
What about a male role model?
I had like older cousins that would come visit, and my mom, she had male friends. Men she was interested in, but I never really connected because I guess, honestly, I don't know.
Right.
So I guess as I grew up, I just try to find some connection with the friends I knew, older men in the neighborhood, and I was kind of smart enough to know what was a good male role model and what was a bad one.
Right.
But I never really knew how to make that connection, so it was kind of fleeting. So
how do you think that helped you as far as becoming a man?
Well, quite honestly, it wasn't until I got into, I would say, college, and I met a friend of mine who I consider my best friend, and he was, he's a little older, and it was new for me because I had friends I kind of hung out with, but I didn't really have a quote unquote mentor.
Right.
So it wasn't until then I learned, not just things that guys do, but just how to be a man, how to just be responsible, how to have integrity, how to if you say you're gonna do something, do it, and that kind of brought me to where I am now. That I try to make sure that I do people right, and that was one thing he taught me. He was pretty straightforward with things. And I have 2 daughters, so I don't have that opportunity to kind of mentor a son. But the kids I teach 5th grade now, and I've been teaching for like about 20 years. Okay. So I try to be the best role model to the kids because I know in elementary, little black boys rarely see a male teacher.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless it's the PE
Very
teacher or the music teacher.
Right.
So
That's true.
Now, do you see a difference in the kids who has a father in the household compared to the ones that don't have a father in the household?
I have to say honestly because I never really got that deep into the relationship with a lot of the students that I could tell when the parents would come. Like I could kind of piece together, okay, I kind of understand why he's acting that way. And oftentimes, to be perfectly honest, it wasn't as many fathers that would come up for report card pickup, and that was the only thing I had to kind of gauge it.
I hate that shit too.
And I never really, quite honestly, went into delved into their life. Like, is your dad at home? Or something? I just kind of see how they would react, and then when I would do a parent conference, I kind of had to take it from that where mom shows up.
Right.
For the most part, it was mom, dad would show up sometimes. But I will say the students that did have a father come to to the conference, their behavior was a little different. It was kind of easy to kind of get them in check because they had that male discipline. So in that sense, I can see the difference.
And one of the questions that I have, they've heard me say it quite a bit. In today's society, if a woman has a child that she can't support, she would get help from the state. Mm-hmm. But if a man has a child that he can't support, he would get put in the state.
Right.
What? Hearing that statement, how do that make you feel as being a man?
Well, I think a lot of things like that are systemic, meaning the system is created a certain way, whether it's right or wrong, and I don't know everything there is to know about it, but I think that the system, in some perverted way, is made to break down the family, particularly the black family. And I believe that the man is the head of the family. So if you take him out for whatever reason, you're gonna kind of mess up that foundation.
Yeah. Right.
And unfortunately, things like child support, I guess, are put in place to kind of reinforce that breaking down. Okay, if you don't take care of your kids, whether you're trying to or not, then you're gonna have to suffer the consequences. As opposed to if a woman doesn't take care of it, we'll take care for you.
Right.
So I think,
and like you had said, with things like child support put in place, because unfortunately we live in a society to where society don't care what men do in their kids' life, except paying what they call this monthly bill. Mm-hmm. But you alluded to it earlier. We don't have men going to parent teachers conference. Society, there's no push on that. There's no push on coming to your kids' recitals or plays or sporting events, whatever the case may be. But it's a big push on making sure that this monthly bill was paid.
Well, I know for me, like I said, I have a 3-year-old and a 5-month-old. And what I try to do is whatever, she has little things at the daycare. And a lot of them are during the day, which is kind of hard for either me and my wife. She's actually a CPS, speech pathologist, so we actually have the same schedule. So we kind of have to balance, okay, are you going this time, are you going this time? But whenever it's something after work, we both try to be there.
But you do make it a point to make it right.
Yeah, because I think the parent is the first teacher. Being a teacher,
yes,
I think the parent is the first teacher. Yeah. And I tell my kids whenever we have to close the door and I have to get into them, that your parents supposed to first teach you social skills.
Right.
I'm supposed to teach you reading skills, writing skills, and all that. And that's just, if I have to teach you how to say please, yes sir, thank you, that should be an afterthought.
Right.
Not the first thing I do when you come into the school.
Right.
And I think the way things are set up, it's unfortunate. A lot of kids are raising themselves. A lot of them come home, what they call latchkey kids, where they come home, there's no parent at home, so they got to feed the little brother, the little sister. And I think a lot of kids, when that happens, they take on this sense of authority and ownership. Like, I'm grown. I know I'm 10, but I'm feeding everybody till mama come home. So, and I think that kind of affects how when kids come to school, they used to being the adult.
Right.
And so when they deal with you, they're like, how you going to tell me what to do? I'm taking care of my sister and my brother.
Right.
So you have to fight through all that. And unfortunately, you have, whether it's just the father at home, just the mom at home, it's kind of difficult, but it's possible.
So now they got a taste of what they'll be being asked when I do my interview for my internship.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna ask a question about how this relates to today's topic. Do you think that the state of the community, with kids being raised the way that they're being raised, makes them more susceptible to accepting less than in relationships?
That is a good ass question.
Thank you. And I just came up with this. I just came up with that shit right now.
Yeah.
But she said yours was good, but she ain't say nan one of mine was good. I'm
Questions were good, but he tied it into the topic.
I know.
Well,
don't you pick with
we
me.
go back and forth like that.
I have to say that you do what you know.
Right.
Like I said, I was brought up. My mom raised me, and I had an older sister. So I grew up not really having a man around. So I didn't really know how a man interacts with a woman positively.
Right.
So that was absent for me. So I had to learn. I had to figure out some way, to find out. Obviously, as a kid, you kind of make a lot of mistakes. So I think whatever the kids do, they do based on what they know.
They emulate what they see.
Now, if you never get that teaching, if somebody never pulls you to the side and says, "Look, man, you can't do that. I know Dad's not here, but let me talk to you."
Right.
Then to no fault of their own or anybody's, you can't do what you don't know.
Right.
So I think to some degree, if you don't want to learn, you're gonna settle for less. You're gonna settle for people to just treat you any kind of way.
Having said that, I'm glad you said it, and I'm glad you said it like that, because I believe that a lot of people settle for what they settle for within relationships based on what they see and what they know, but it's also an offshoot of kids having kids. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So your mama is 16 years older than you. Not necessarily a bad thing, because I know plenty of people who had kids young, and they grew into responsible adults, and they raised their kids accordingly.
Not to cut you off, I'm going to say that's a bad thing. Because I had my child when I was 17.
No, I'm saying
that's
it's not always a bad thing.
No.
I'm not going to put everybody into the box.
But just because it's a bad thing don't mean that you can't grow out of it. Because it was a bad thing for me. I was a child having a child. So that automatically makes it bad.
No, but what I'm tying it into is this. What I'm tying it into is this, though. So when you have kids having kids, basically you don't know how to be an adult. Mm-hmm. So you damn sure don't know how to be a parent, right? So you're not teaching life skills because at 16, you're more concentrating on being this child's friend instead of being a parent, right? So you have a lot of children who are, and then God forbid, then unfortunately, the reality is that teenage fathers, for the most part, are not there. And I had a minister tell me, because I had a real problem with my father growing up. Did not like the man. We've since healed the relationship or what have you. But the minister told me, he said, your father raised you based on what he knew. The man that he knew, which was his father, my grandfather. So when you look at the examples that we're setting as men or not setting, and it ties into the whole effemination of the black man, right? The effemination of the black man because he's being raised by his mama, his grandmother, his aunts. The men in his life are not stepping up being men. So he's looking at weak examples of men and women. Right? And so the women don't know how to identify a real man, a strong man, because all the men in their lives are weak ass men. Right? So to wrap it up with today's topic is, yes, infidelity is becoming an acceptable norm within relationships because people don't know no better in general. Right. Because they're accepting, well, at least I got a man. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter that
just in a relationship, just to be in
a damn relationship. No. You know, and granted, I know I throw the numbers out there, women outnumbering men, blah blah blah, whatever. Right. But if this is not what you do, if being in a polyamorous relationship is not what you do, and for those of you all who don't know what polyamorous means,
look it up then.
Look it up. I'm not getting ready to Be like Google. You know what I'm saying? So for those of you, if that's not for you, then what you need to come to grips with is that, you know what, I'm gonna be content with me until I find that person that vibes and has the same ideologies and views as me. Because a lot of women get caught up in not being secure and comfortable with their damn self. Right. And they use a man to validate and identify who they are.
And don't nobody want
and by the same token, men do too. Right. Because a lot of men judge their self-worth on how many women they can conquer. Or I ain't a man if I ain't, you know, cause how many older dudes you be like, yo man, you know, you got to get all what you can, you know what I'm saying? And then they say, man, you go sow your royal oats. Well, first of all, you a pauper. You ain't shit royal about you.
But you know what? But in all fact, like you said, you grew up doing what you know. And in the black community as a kid, black men, mostly black men, are taught the more you can conquer, the more of a man you are.
Yeah.
So,
and we were talking. I mean, you can take that all the way back to slavery because they had select slaves who were in charge of breeding.
Right.
No, we're not gonna put that Negro into the field because we need him to help these women push out as many black babies as possible.
See, I was light skinned, so I'd have been on that train.
No, what you would have been is in the house. You'd have been in the house.
I'd have been in the breeding train.
You'd have been the driver, the butler, or the butler.
All right.
Now me, I'd have been a breeder because I'm a big Negro. They want more big Negroes. So I'm just keeping it 100.
Yes, sir, Master. We's gonna get a new house.
Like Master, we sick.
Right.
We sick. Now, nigga, you ain't the Master sick. You fine.
Nah, we.
You know.
Sizzle said they believe that manhood can be located between the legs.
Yeah.
Do you think that has a lot to do with ego for a man? You think some men base that more on their ego? If fuse their.
I think ego plays a lot into it because if you're not, I mean, men and women, because why do we flirt? We flirt to feed our ego. There's no purpose for flirting other than to feed your psyche. Like, true. Yeah, I got it. I still got it. Or, man, my shit kind of weak. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I remember going to the plaza, me and my boys, we used to see how many numbers we can get.
And some of the time, and that's an old game because we did the same shit. And you didn't even want the numbers.
Exactly. I got numbers from girls I had no intention of ever calling.
Let me get your number, let me holler at you, blah, 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 whatever. She give you the number, you be like, yeah, I won.
Man, we would come back.
We used to go to the club and do that.
We would meet up and... Man,
you was ghosting before it was called ghosting.
But, like I told you, because I'm doing internship in Capstone, and one of the things that I have to do is we either write a play, a movie, a TV script, a 13 TV script. 13 episodes. Or I'm doing a documentary. Well, my documentary that I'm writing it on is, I'm calling it A Fatherless America. Don't know if I want to keep the title.
You got a director? You got an editor?
I don't have any of that. All we got to do, I got what I'm doing.
We gonna talk later.
Okay. Right. And it's for school, but you never know.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I want Mark to do. I want you to, before we leave today, we're gonna get the link. Make sure that we have the link so we can post it on our Facebook page.
Right.
And get people, interested in what, and so they can get their feet wet with what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because number one, I think it's important for us to control the narrative of who we are.
Right. I not to cut
very
you off,
important.
I think that's my whole purpose for doing it. Not to just color the screen black. That's not the point.
Right.
The point is that there are stories that influence me as a person of color that I want told.
Right.
And I think it's important, as you can see. I mean, everybody knows what's coming out next week.
Right.
It's a different perspective. Not that it never existed before. It's just that it wasn't told to this degree. I mean, everything Marvel put out is gold. Okay, so we just want to share a little bit of that gold. We got stories too. So I think we're at the time now where it's the soil is rich to tell those stories that Hollywood hasn't really been listening to.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And I wanna be a part of that. I really do.
I think you're gonna
That's
I think
good.
you're gonna be a part of it. I mean, you're alpha man. You got to be. I mean, it's in your head.
I have a quick question. Well, maybe two. How long have you been working for CPS?
Since 2001.
Okay. Do you feel like with you going to get into the film industry and stuff like that, do you feel like you would be leaving behind certain things when it comes to you teaching the youth and our future generation?
Actually, no. I think it's just a different platform. I think I'll still be teaching. I won't be in a classroom. I may be in the classroom. Ultimately, I want to be on the set. I don't want to make films just to teach it. No, I want to do it. So, but as part of my goal, I want to be able to use whatever I create to go back to the schools and to kind of teach the kids, and not only that, but to teach them the skills of filmmaking, screenwriting, editing. So, and I think I'm definitely equipped with stories, because some of the stuff the kids do, you can put a camera in the classroom right now.
And it's funny that you said that, because we've discussed before, as far as what we do here, as far as radio, maybe giving back to some of the schools whenever we get established, because you look at, there's not a lot of black radio stations out here, and it's like in our community, it's turned into a dying breed, and maybe we can spark more interest on getting kids into radio, screenplay, not only being on the radio, but the producing side, like what Deron do.
Producing, engineering.
And because a lot of people, when they look at entertainment, they look at what goes on in front of the camera, what goes on the stage, or what have you. It's a lot that goes on behind. Like we have a frat brother who works at Channel 7. You never see his face, but he's very integral in what goes on every day in the news. You know what I'm saying? So, guy that I was online with, he's an anchor in North Carolina, but he started out behind the scenes. So there are a lot of things to get to. There are a lot of aspects to media. You know what I'm saying? And not just, I want to get in front of the mic. I want to get on stage. Nah, because we need some people to help the people in front of the mic and on the stage look good. So why don't you look at, maybe that's you.
Since I've been in school, I've realized that the behind the screen stuff, what you see on TV is minute, compared to what everybody doing behind the screen. Because I'm looking like, and this is just radio. I mean, just the research stories. And I think I thought I was doing a good job prior to starting school, when I would come up with different stories, because I try to hit on stories that you rarely hear in the media. And I thought I was doing a good job.
But they don't.
But when I started doing the research, media writing and advanced media writing, I'm looking like I'm barely scratching the surface.
And then just think of when it's done on a high level. What goes into that. I mean, when you pushing you international.
When you got people, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
And they come into you with script like, look, I want you to talk about this, and we're gonna bring it in here. And you like, what?
And you got a deadline. You got deadlines to get stuff done.
Like even like breaking news story that just happening now. You got people that's hurried up. They get their script together. You got one column with the script. You got another column with the audio. You got another column with the visual, and all this got to be done. Then I got to send it to Deron. Deron got to look it over. Okay, now I got to get this music and stuff together. I got to send this over to Michelle, because she got to get the lower third and the B-roll and all this other stuff. And you got to do this within a matter of minutes.
I mean, I thought about that, like being a movie buff. Like a lot of people, and this y'all probably don't know, so I'll kind of help you out with this. A lot of people think that when the credits come up, the movie's over. Technically, credits are part of the movie.
I do that.
My wife kind of messed with me. She's like ready to go. I'm like, the movie not. She's like, we watching the credits. Like, no, that's part of the movie. But when you watch it, you see, especially something with a lot of computer generated images. All these names, all these people that put in time, that put in work. They part of the movie.
They break
as well.
down everybody.
If they didn't do it, you wouldn't have any movie. So I think, like you say, behind the scenes is very integral. Making sure things get done.
And see, it takes knowing somebody like you to understand that. Like, because here's why I believe in what you do. Number one, because do you know who Cedric Young is? Have you watched The Shot?
The Shot, yes.
Dude that plays the guy that owns the chicken joint.
I just saw the first episode.
Okay.
I tripped when I saw the kids.
You saw Backdraft because you're a movie buff.
Yeah.
The black fireman in there. That's family, right? Okay. That's family. So
I've seen him in something else too.
He's played in a lot of movies. Home Alone. He's been in a lot of little things. But the point is that if we don't, and that's why it's important to give back, because if you don't know somebody that's in the industry that's able to school you with that, and be like as far as what you said, now I almost feel after you just said that, I almost feel obligated to sit there and watch the fucking credits. Because I'm one of the ones. I'm like your wife. I'm like, credits rolling, I look at my
It's
wife.
time
I'm
to
like,
go.
let's go. We out.
The only
You
time
know what
I'll
I'm saying?
stay for the credits if it's like a Marvel movie because you know they're gonna do it for the next movie.
They
In
gon-
fact,
they gon-
So you gotta wait.
Yeah, that's what they
Right.
do now. Like now,
True.
you won't get a teaser until after the
Because
credits.
you know it'll be a
Right.
sequel.
Right.
But
But
that's
now,
what they
now
want
Star
people-
Wars got me with that. I sat there through the credits watching that, and they didn't show me shit.
But that's what they want because they want you to watch the credit. My only problem with the credits is they go through so damn quick. And if you know somebody that's in it or know a
yeah.
name, and you trying to figure
Right.
out who played what role, you
Right.
trying to look at them.
You missed
You like-
this
you
over.
like-
And it seems like that's what somebody like. My wife would do that. I'm looking to try to see who it is. She be like, "Dang, oh, okay."
You be like,
I don't miss
you
a damn
like,
name.
you like, what the fuck is a grip board?
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, I started as a grip. The grips, like they just what they say, they kind of go get that box. Okay, they kind of grip everything.
Like a gopher?
Yeah.
Okay,
It did, but
It's like
you
the
go
low,
for it.
it's like the low level production position of grip.
Okay.
They even got what.
But you still get